guys, Matt here at Vidcon 2018. It is winding down, but I'm still meeting interesting creators for my Vlogger One-on-One series. Right now, we are going to meet...
Hi, Romina from @Red Romina.
You can feel yourself, not as a stranger in the world, not as something here on probation, not as something that has arrived here by
All right, Romina, I met you in line at the vidIQ, and I heard that you do travel vlogs. Tell me about your vlog.
Sure, so I travel around the world, and I'm mainly a filmmaker, and I run my business on the road, and I talk a lot about doing what you love to do and making that your living.
How's it going?
Really good.
How many subs you got?
I'm almost at 15,000. Actually, my goal for this year was to hit 15,000, but I've actually hit it in the mid-year mark.
Awesome.
So now I'm actually changing it to 20,000.
Yeah, gotta move that bar up. So when did you start your channel? How many years?
I believe it was about 2 years ago. I actually started YouTube in 2006, and so I've had a lot of different channels, a lot of different types of videos, and this channel I started from scratch 2 years ago, started at zero, started from the bottom, now we're here, and here we are.
So give me your like elevator pitch for your channel right now.
That's a tough one. I actually have not thought about that at all. Yeah.
Okay.
Because usually I just tell people that that I talk about travel and where to go and how to live life, and always be happy, always doing what you love to do, and that's always like, that's my goal, and I want to share that with people, that you don't, I have this saying that's like, reject the 9 to 5, which is just always be making a living doing what you love to do, no matter what it is, even if it changes 10, 15 years from now.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question, and I'm guessing I know the answer. What's your favorite place that you've been?
Okay. I have two. So it's actually China and Cuba.
Okay.
And
where have you been in China?
All over. I went to a lot of different places. My favorite, I waited for Sam. My favorite place in China was actually Shanghai.
Okay.
I love it. It's like straight out of a comic book. It just looks like Superman is just gonna fly over at any moment.
I live south of Shanghai,
Oh,
Ningbo.
really?
I live in Ningbo. 10 years I've lived in China.
Wow, that's amazing. Were you doing the whole bicycle thing while you were there too, or no?
Yeah, I've cycled all over. I climbed Mount Everest. I've been to North Korea, run a marathon in Pyongyang, and I've done everything from, I've been everywhere in China, literally, for 10 years.
That is so cool.
When you said China, I'm like, oh, do you speak?
No.
You know ni hao?
Well, I do know ni hao.
Okay,
I started to learn on Duolingo.
Okay.
So I know xie xie.
Yeah.
That is like the one word that I learned while I was there. I was like, how do you say thank you? And they taught me, and I was like, oh, okay, xie xie, that's easy. I remember that forever. You know,
the best piece of advice I can give to anybody that's traveling, and I wonder if you'd say the same, is you take your mouth and you do this. And then as soon as you do that, no matter who you're looking at, no matter where you are in the world, the other person can't help but go, and then, you know, and then you made a connection, right?
Yeah.
Right? So, wow, I have so many things I could talk with her about, but let's finish the Vlogger One-on-One. All right, tell me, somebody goes to your channel, they want to see the best video in your channel, which one would it be?
Man, why are you putting me on the spot like that?
I want to tell them to go to your channel and watch the best video, and which one is going to be. Or let's say the video that will give them the best insight into what your channel's about.
Wow, that's really, well, I think that one of the best ones is, I made this video with my friend from Iceland, where she taught me some Icelandic words, and I had to try to guess how to pronounce them and, and what they meant. We are recording.
Are you? Oh, okay.
Hello, I'm Romina, and I am here with Dida. Glogovadur.
The D, it's not actually a D.
Oh, that's why it has that little line on it?
Yeah. Glückaväder. You pronounce Björk.
It's not Björk?
No, it's Björk.
You just like put the whole alphabet on. Vaslaheithar Vegavinu Verk Vaira Gameslu Skurautidira Likla Kipuringer. That's one word. I think that kind of encompasses what I do just because it's cultural, but it's also really fun and funny and kind of like I don't really take myself too seriously and I put myself out there.
Was that a video like this or was it on location somewhere?
No,
or?
It was just like this. Okay. Actually, it was at Vidcon.
Really?
Yeah. It was her first time coming, I think, to the States, and she was here at Vidcon, and like I had been friends with her online for a really long time. We met for the first time and then we made the video and it was very embarrassing.
How many times have you come to Vidcon?
I think it's been like 5 years now.
No way!
Yeah, 4 or 5 years.
How does this Vidcon compare to the other ones?
You know,
is it bigger? Is it better? Is it not as good? Is it?
It's different. It's definitely a lot more spread out because now they have a new building that they've added onto the main convention center.
Okay.
So they have a lot more activities that are going on in that building. So it's like everything's more spread out. So it's a little bit harder to bump into people that you know.
Yeah.
But either way, I mean, I always try to have fun no matter where I go, you know?
What was your biggest bump into moment? Have you bumped into anybody and you're like, no way! I bumped into Fun for Lewis just a little while ago. I was freaking out.
Did you really?
Yeah, literally. He photobombed me on my video and I had my daughter with me and I'm like fumbling around and I'm like, the camera was doing this. And I'm like, oh, you're inspired me. And then it slipped my mind that we both been to North Korea. It slipped my mind that he actually rode a trike a couple episodes. All the things that were so relevant.
He's actually did a whole GoFundMe or whatever thing.
I totally forgot. I blew it.
Mine. So I follow a lot of dogs and animals on Instagram. Just because, you know, it's fun. They're funny. And I found out that one of the dogs that I follow was here. And so
really?
And I went all the way to the opposite side of the expo hall to go meet this dog. And it's not like this dog is like a super famous like Insta dog or whatever. It's just a dog that I happen to follow, and I got to meet the dog, and it was a great moment. Here, I actually
did you get the dog's photograph?
I didn't.
The photograph?
You know, the photograph. Well, I got a photo, and I'm going to show it to you right now. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to pull it up here.
How long do you upload content? How often?
So I actually have been changing up that routine. Right now I'm doing once a week. And the reason that I'm doing that is just because I'm trying to focus on uploading like high quality, consistent content rather than doing just quantity. And I'm also working on, you know, working on improving my filmmaking skills as well, and just.
Did you used to do quantity and now you're switching to quality?
Not really. I tried to do like before I was doing like 2 to 3 videos. Actually, for a while I did 3 videos a week. Yeah. And then I switched to 2 videos a week, and now I'm doing 1 video a week. Eventually I want to get to the point where I can do 3 videos a week again, but it's just like right now I'm kind of experimenting with my editing and having fun with that. Are you always on the road, or do you go a place and then you come back and you make a video? You go a place, you come back and make a video? It depends. It changes. For the most part, I focus on just recording and having the experience and like being present in the moment wherever it is that I go. And then when I come back, I'll edit all those videos and have a series. But sometimes if I'm gone for like a long period of time, then I will have to actually work on that while I'm on location in order to have content. For me, every day is an adventure. Yeah. Like you can find a story in every day. That's what I learned when I started vlogging, you know? So when I try to do 1 video a week or 1 every few days, I'll be like, well, I want to do it today, but I finished it yesterday, but I want to do today and then tomorrow and then the next day. Yeah. So I'm fighting between doing the daily, you know, quality versus quantity. The quality versus quantity conundrum is something we all deal with, you know? It's tough. I like quantity and quality, like the Casey Neistat sort of does. Yeah, I know. It's like it's not like you can only have one or the other, but I think that also depends on your journey and what it is that you're going through. For sure. Like I've actually done the vlogging every single day thing before, and it didn't really take away from the quality. Yeah. But it was very stressful, and taxing. There's just a lot of stuff that's going on, and I do like to put my best work out there, and sometimes for some videos it works, and then other videos I like to take a little bit more time.
Show us the dog.
Oh.
So I was gonna ask her another question, but we got to see the dog. All right. So, what is that dog's name?
Okay, so this is Chamaco.
Okay.
And he's Mexican.
Okay. Cool.
He's a little Brussels Griffin,
Okay.
but this isn't the ones that look like Chewbacca. These are the ones that are like, they have like, they're short haired, but
Yeah.
he's great because he looks so like, look at that.
Look at that guy.
He's so like,
He's
look
like
how
my college
sad.
professor for chemistry.
Your college professor with a little Louis Vuitton.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. You mentioned that you had a lot of different channels, or a lot of different series.
Yeah.
Does that mean that you have a different channel for each series, or do they all kind of conglomerate in different playlists on your one channel?
So I do have different series on one channel right now. So I actually, there's this thing that I like to do, which is the micro adventures, which is wherever I'm living locally, I'll go and have micro adventures, and that's pretty much kind of what you were saying before, which is like every day is kind of like an adventure.
For sure.
Well, for me, it's just I have a lot of people that tell me that they can't travel, but I think that traveling encompasses anything, you know, within a 5-mile radius.
Yeah.
Like you can have an adventure going to the mall. Like,
anywhere.
It doesn't have to be, like everything has a history. And I think that if you just sit down and learn about that history or learn about the people who are involved in that location, then you're having an adventure.
Okay, so this is a vlogger series, so a lot of other vloggers are going to watch this. What's your greatest piece of equipment? What do you use to record your videos? Just to kind of share that with everybody.
Sure. So I actually have the Sony a5100, and that is my main camera. It has an interchangeable lens, which I love because that'll give me a lot of variety with the type of filming that I do.
Yeah.
But because it's so compact and lightweight, it's really easy for me to travel, especially because a lot of the times I'm traveling by myself, and I am very petite. You cannot tell because right now we look like we're the same height.
She's short.
But I'm
tall,
very short.
so it's hard for me to tell.
So yeah, that's pretty much my main camera. And then when I'm doing something that's a little bit more action-packed, like going pretty much like doing underwater stuff and like swimming, then I'll have a GoPro for that. And I actually, now that I have the iPhone 8 Plus, I actually do resort to that as well. Like if it's raining, I might actually use that instead of my camera because it's waterproof.
Stabilization is a little shaky though.
Yeah, it's a little bit tough, and that's because it's so thin and lightweight. Like you really have to like put a grip on it, or like put some weight, like put a case or something that weighs it down, and I think that will fix it.
Cool. Okay, last question. We're gonna fast forward 5 years out. Where do you see your channel going in 5 years?
Yes. I actually have this all planned out. I'm kidding. I do
You don't? Okay. I was gonna say, Tony Robbins this thing, you know, you got a mission board at home, you know? Okay.
Tony Robbins. Okay, 5 years from now, I am doing YouTube full time. I am also producing long form content. So I actually do have a production company, which I've put on hiatus to focus on the YouTube stuff. So I will be making longer form content, so you can expect maybe some sci-fi films, maybe some documentaries, something really cool like that. Very different from what I do on YouTube.
Wow, that is different.
And also helping other creators as well. Like right now, I'm actually shooting a documentary here at Vidcon, talking to creators and finding out what motivates them. And I think it's really important to inspire the next generation of filmmakers and creators and artists.
For sure. Very awesome. All of the information that she's talked about, or links for her channel, and the videos we just referenced will be in the description below. So check them out and give her a shout out from the JaYoe Nation. Thanks so much.
Thank you.